We know where we're going. We know where we're going because we believe in Allah and the Prophet and the Quran and all the.
You don't believe in Allah. You believe in Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, you dog.
No.
Lebanon built a wall around the Palestinians in Lebanon. They created a ghetto. They banned them from healthcare. They banned them from education. They don't even let them leave the country. And these dogs remain quiet. For 75 years, they've been
by the bloody Nazis.
By
and now
seven-
you're the Palestinians.
For
Where is your future?
And you know what? The most beautiful thing is most of the Muslims commenting on our videos are saying, Alhamdulillah, the Jew is right.
Talk about. We just gotta wait on God's blessing.
Okay, who wants to discuss? I'm just going to start recording. Anyone who's man enough to step up, Dashi dog, step into the ring. Actually, I just want to make sure I'm recording.
Step in, no problem.
Oh yeah!
Go on. No clapping, man. No clapping, please.
Go on, Dr. Evil.
We Muslim, we don't clap.
You know what's next? Musa Rasulullah. Musa.
Let's keep it civilized.
Civilized, yeah?
Civilized, yes.
What's that?
Microphone.
Does it have any
Poison.
assassination?
Do you want this on him? Microphone.
All right.
Please.
Yalla. ابدأ.
So, this man, I'm going to. At the moment, Islamic Jihad are waging a war which they're losing against Israel. This man is on record supporting, is it recording? This man is on record supporting Palestinian Islamic Jihad. The dogs who are raining down rockets on Israel at such a pathetic rate that 25% of them are falling on their own citizens in Gaza. There have been 3 people killed over the border by Palestinian Islamic Jihad from their rockets. 2 of them were Gazans who were working in Israel. This man supports these dogs, these butchers, these men who murder women and children and murder their own women and children.
All right. What about the Palestinian family? They lost all their kids. What is your justification for killing civilian people?
Perfect. Okay, so who he's talking about is Tariq Izzeldin is a Palestinian Islamic Jihad leader. Yes, he is. He's burning in Jahannam. He's burning in the hellfire with other butchers that kill children. Tariq Izzeldin launched a war against Israel, and then the cowardly donkey, the cowardly dog, went back to a civilian neighborhood and hid with his own family. He launched rockets at Israel and hid behind his family.
Whatever. That's lies, man. You're always
I'm literally
lying,
giving you the
You're
name.
always, I'll tell you
Tariq
something. What about the journalists you killed last year? Did anything happen?
Can we stay on one topic? We're doing the Gaza war at the moment because it's relevant, it's happening today.
No, because you guys are hypocrite, man. You don't say the truth.
So the dog is accepting that Tariq Izzeldin is a cowardly dog,
guy,
just
man.
like this man who's hiding behind his family, putting his own children at risk. What kind of a father fires a rocket and then hides behind his children?
No, I think you're lying.
Perfect.
Yeah, especially when
I'm
you lie
lying.
about...
Let's go on Telegram and go on. Unfortunately, Palestinian Islamic Jihad have a Telegram account which you can all Google and join, and you can see what these cowardly dogs are saying about their own terrorist scum. They put up, every time one of them dies, they put up a Shahada poster of them.
Believe that. Right, show it. What's the evidence?
You think they're Jewish soldiers when they die, they go to heaven?
Pardon?
They go to heaven. Your soldiers, when they die, they go to heaven.
If they are righteous people that follow the will of the Creator, then
I tell you what, you can dream on.
I can dream on.
You can dream on. Your soldiers are murderers, war criminals, man. They target civilians, especially especially kids and women. They target especially kids and women. That is their target. It's not their target to hit men, only women and children.
This cowardly dog supports ISIS and believes that Israelis will be burning in Jahannam. This cowardly dog licks the boots of Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi. He licks the boots of Palestinian Islamic Jihad. He licks the boots of Khalid Mashal. This pig, this butcher supporter, this terrorist supporter thinks Israelis are the ones that are going to be burning in Jahannam. You'll see when you get to Jahannam, you'll see who's there when you join them.
We know where we're going. We know where we're going. Because we believe in Allah and the Prophet and the Quran and all the
You
prophets,
don't
yeah?
believe in Allah, you believe in Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, you dog.
What do you believe in? What do you believe in?
Denounce Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi. Call him a murderer, call him a dog, call him a butcher, make takfir on him.
Okay. Netanyahu, the pig.
He will not
Netanyahu
condemn
is
Abu Bakr.
the khanzir.
He will not condemn the leader of
And
ISIS.
Tony Blair, they're the khanzirs, you know? They're the kafirs. This guy is a kafir.
This guy will not condemn the leader of ISIS, the dog that's burning in Jahannam. It tells you all you need to know about this dog.
I don't talk about dead people.
This man swims.
I don't talk about dead people.
This man swims in the sewers with the lowest of the low. These fake Muslims, these dogs, these munafiqs. And notice how no one's cheering you. When you cheerlead for Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, they all look at their feet and think, Astaghfirullah, this guy is on camera praising this
I don't know
dog.
the guy. I don't know the guy, man. I don't know.
Listen to how he condemns Israelis, George Bush, Tony Blair, but Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi. Oh no, I don't know him. I don't.
I tell you what.
Blair's a war criminal, but Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, that's his homeboy.
I tell you what. Yeah. I tell you what.
That's his top G.
I tell you something. Yeah.
You don't need to tell us anything. Your silence tells us everything.
Give it a shot.
Give it a shot.
Don't tell this man to give it a shot because he'll pull out a Kalashnikov and start shooting like his terrorist dog friends.
Look at the Jews, man. Wherever they go, they cause trouble. They always
Maybe
cause
that's
trouble.
She says he's too afraid to condemn Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi. A weak, measly Jew will condemn him.
I will
Abu
explain.
Bakr al-Baghdadi,
Listen.
your boys, your friends, come at me.
Can I explain to you? Yeah. For example, I will condemn whoever. Yeah.
So condemn Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi.
Listen, Ibn al-Haram, ya khanzir.
Ya khazir, ya khamor.
I go and visit my friends or family in Iraq. Yeah. For example, the town I'm in, it falls. The army will run away, and then Daesh will come. They say, "Oh, that guy, he was on TV. Get him." So I'm gonna get killed because of that khanzir wants me to condemn such guy, this guy or this guy. I'm not gonna condemn anyone, yeah, because my security is my priority, man. I'm not gonna,
So watch this.
I am afraid.
Maybe you should be afraid of God and not them. Because ISIS wasn't killing the Jews. ISIS was killing
Listen,
us.
I am afraid for my security. That pig, yeah, he's not gonna come and help me, is he? Is he gonna come and help me, that pig? He's not gonna come, is he?
So there we have it. It's cowardice. He will stand in this country and condemn the leaders of this country because he knows in this country we're civilized. We allow freedom of speech. We allow freedom of expression. The British people. I am a citizen.
Yeah.
So now what they're trying to say,
Until certain topics come up. Come on.
So I will accept his answer. He's basically saying he's afraid for his security, and that's fair.
Yeah,
Because
plus I don't talk
So
about dead people.
I will
That's it.
speak on his
Someone died,
behalf.
that's it. We don't
I'll
talk about
speak
it.
on his
He's
behalf.
another life.
Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi is a dog that's burning in Jahannam.
Netanyahu is the pig. Tony Blair is a pig. George Bush is a pig, and everybody who supported the American invasion of Iraq and Afghanistan and Syria and Yemen and Libya, they're pigs, and they're not Muslims anymore. And anyone
Yet-
makes peace with the Zionist, he's also a pig. All the countries,
And yet-
all the leaders, they made peace with this. They're pigs.
Look how many pigs are. Pig. You're all pigs except Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi. And here I can't say a pig.
What? Nah, he cannot put words in my mouth, yeah?
No, he
Say
doesn't.
what I want to say.
Can't put words in your mouth. That's right.
Yeah.
I don't need to put any words in your mouth. Your silence tells us all we need to know. I showed this gentleman the other day the picture of two dead Jewish boys, and he said, "Praise Allah."
What pictures? You haven't
You were
shown
stood
me
there.
anything.
You were stood there. I literally screamed at you.
If I show you two pictures of Dead Palestinian children. What would you
Even better. As I every time. No, I didn't. Every time I come to this park, I condemn monstrous Jews that have carried out evil names and created a chilul.
Completely fucked. You have the religious Jews who hate the non-religious Jews, and the non-religious Jews hate the religious Jews more than they hate the Palestinians. Within 15 years, your country is.
You've been telling us for
Idiot.
75 years they've been
By the bloody Nazis,
By
and now
seven-
you're the Palestinians.
For
Where is your future?
for 75 years they've been telling us they're for 75 years they've been telling us they're going to destroy us. Arab army after Arab army has invaded us and tried to conquer us, and every single time we've spanked them and sent them out of our lands, and they're still crying. This guy saying it was the British. The British armed the Arab League. The Arab League was armed by the British. There were British officers that led the Jordanian armies into war.
Muppets like this all around the world to say boo-hoo, feel sorry for the Israelis, feel sorry for the Palestinians, you. You're better than white apartheid South Africa, and you are equally fucked.
So let's explore this. How many Jews live under the Palestinian Authority? Zero. How many Jews? How many Arabs? They're not under the Palestinian Authority according to the Oslo Accords. How many Jews live under the Palestinian Authority? Zero. How many Arabs live in Israel? 2 million. The Arabs in Israel have complete equality. The Arabs in Israel, there are Arab parties in the Knesset. There are Arabs that have sent Jewish prime ministers and Jewish presidents to jail. And these clowns want to talk about apartheid. The only apartheid is the Palestinian Authority, who will kill an Arab that sells a house to a Jew. They will kill an Arab that sells a house to a Jew.
All right, let's go back to our story.
He asked who's building the wall. Lebanon built a wall around the Palestinians in Lebanon. They created a ghetto. They banned them from healthcare. They banned them from education. They don't even let them leave the country. And these dogs remain quiet. They never speak up for the Palestinians when it's Arabs that are oppressing them. They only cares about Jews.
Nobody.
Condemn them. Condemn them.
Israelis.
They're doing exactly what
The state of Israel is on a suicide course.
They've been saying that for 75 years.
Wankers, look at you.
All right.
You come here every Sunday and go, wow, shit your nappy, and then go home and come back next Sunday.
That's exactly what happens.
All right, just
Shame on you for defending Israel. Shame on you.
Look what's happened. There is what. Pay attention, audience. Pay attention. There's maybe 100 people, maybe 50 to 100 people here. We can count. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's at least 50 people here surrounding one Jew. One Jew, which is exactly why the Jewish people need a state. We can't live under these oppressors anymore. We can't live under these tyrants anymore.
Brother, when it comes to the text, how can you have a state if the Messiah didn't come?
Where does it say in the text that we can't?
You're waiting for the Messiah to come back to Jerusalem.
Where does it say that we can't have a
Your
state?
Talmud.
When did God become an estate
I'm not. He's the one
agent?
talking about
When
God.
did God become an estate
The guy,
agent?
when they lose the argument, they go to religion. And ad hominems. All they have is ad hominems and numbers.
He's as thick as shit. With a microphone, he's taken seriously.
So, why don't you ask me what I believe instead?
Madam, would you like some medication?
anyway. Let's get.
Every single week this happens. We tried living under them. It did not work. They massacred us. They butchered us. They oppressed us. And now that they're crying that we have our own state and we're no longer under their boot. We are no longer under their boot. We don't have it yet. We literally came third in the Eurovision.
I thought your land is from the Euphrates to the Nile.
No,
You don't have to do.
No,
from
no, that's-
God.
So where is your embassy in Egypt? Your embassy in
Where
Egypt.
was-
I don't know where it is.
I'll tell you where it is. It's on the west side of the river of the Nile.
If God promised you Israel, where was God in the 1930s and 40s? Where was God?
Notice the only person talking about religious birthright is everyone else. When I debate non-Jews, when I debate,
God is not an estate agent.
Okay, perfect.
It's written in history.
So come into the ring. Come into the ring. Step up.
Because I know your propaganda. You're very good at propaganda.
All right.
It's even on YouTube.
Make sure we're still recording. Okay, so we're all going to stay calm.
I bet they love you in Israel. Unfortunately, nobody loves you outside.
Actually,
He's a Netanyahu speaker.
the majority of my channel's views are coming from the Muslim world, not the Israeli world, not the Jewish world. Most of my audience are actually Muslims. We've got views in Pakistan, Bangladesh, Saudi Arabia. And you know what? The most beautiful thing is most of the Muslims commenting on our videos are saying, Alhamdulillah, the Jew is right.
No way, man. No. That's a lie. No.
So let's read out some quotes. Let's read out some comments.
Hands on fire.
Where's the evidence?
This gentleman uses Arabic terminology. And when his Jewish
As a-
counterparts say it in Arabic,
This is
they all look
for
Muslim.
the camera. As a Muslim, I must accept the Jew responded well. As a Muslim, I can claim. Do you want to read them out?
Wait, let's see.
What are you doing?
Man, this is the electronic flies. You know the box. Yeah.
Right, guys. Some guy with the name of M. Shems. As a Muslim, I accept the Jew responded well. But responded well to what?
The video is called Jew Refuses to Convert to Islam. That's this video.
But okay, so let's go. Hold on. Do you understand that your people, right, have a whole bot farm of like technology, like little bots that would go comment the exact same comment? As a Muslim, I admit he responded well. As a Muslim, I admit he responded well. It's a book. As a Muslim, I respect him.
He's go on the video. He's lying. He's lying.
Are created within the last years with 0 subscribers. These are bots.
Just Allah will judge. Muhammad said, "He who deceives is not from me." This man is a deceiver, and everyone can now come and read. So start from the top, which was the first one. Does it all say the same thing?
Look at the beginning. Look at it. Tell me, is this true?
This man just lied on camera.
Hold on. I'll show him. Come on.
Keep my phone.
You see, he's closing. He's tapping out.
No, I'm opening the video.
Was this the same video?
Yes, exactly the same video. He who deceives is not from me. This man just made takfir on himself.
Exact same message. You know the Muslim? They're all saying, look, Lotus.
I'm literally not lying.
As a Muslim, I must admit he responded well. And the top
You
comment,
said all these people.
at the top comment, bro, it's how AI works. It's the same message we worded.
It's, so you can all think. So wait. What we've got two cameras here. We've got two cameras here. We've got this camera and this camera, and all of the audience can now go on the Israel Advocacy Movement website on the YouTube channel. Go to the video called Israel. It's my channel. Go to the video called "A Jew Refuses to Apostate or Convert to Islam," and you can read for yourself all of the comments. You can read that this man lied. He said all of these accounts were just created in the last year. He didn't even check. He's a liar. This man is This man is not from Muhammad. He is not from Muhammad. He used takia.
Click it. Why aren't you clicking and showing them?
Can we get back to the topic?
Yes,
please?
yeah.
Because this
United
is just...
Nations Convention. Ask him.
Working, go. I work for
I'm just do very well. Well, this man's a liar, but I can't show you proof. Believe me, because if you're not, you're anti-Semitic. Come on, bro. Click that.
Shame on you. Shame on you. You were honest and then you just lied.
Brother, click that.
You lied.
Let's see the age of the
fried chicken.
Bob Farms is a real thing, brother. Click it.
Maybe know. Maybe he doesn't know.
He didn't know. I'd give him that.
If he doesn't know, he doesn't know.
But it's
How does this man know in 3
click
seconds
the
that every
name.
account was created in the last year?
You click the name and you go to about it. Tells you when the account was created.
But you didn't do that.
I did. Click it.
Just
Let's get back to it.
You literally lied. No,
I'm not lying.
You lied. You literally lied on
Click it
camera.
later tonight.
Bring it, bro. Bring me a phone.
You said all of these accounts.
No, I said
You literally said it on camera.
I said these
They were all these.
The account that I clicked was within the year.
He said two accounts.
Whatever is following you is like you, it's the same.
Come on, bro. You know how bot farms work. I made a video commenting about a Hindu. I had 1,000 comments within a minute, all saying the exact same thing. Yes,
But they're
it's
not
worded a
saying
little-
the same thing.
But that's how AI works, man. Just tell him he's an idiot, and he'll go, "Oh, as a person of knowledge, you're an idiot."
So this is the difficulty we're in. When someone presents literal facts,
You hit your phone
it's
again.
Two comments, and you said it was the only one.
okay. We're gonna read through all of the comments. It's gonna be. This is gonna be a very boring.
Leave it. We don't want it.
Yes. Everyone, if you're interested, go on Israel Advocacy Movement. A Jew refuses to convert to Islam. Pardon?
Spoke about certainty a couple of minutes back. How do you know certainty he's Muslim?
I
The
am
people
awake,
who say
بس
they're
هذا
Muslim.
يتكلم هذا
I
يتكلم.
don't. I just know that they're saying they're Muslim. I don't.
How do you know he's not Jew and he said
But all I can tell you is my biggest audiences are United States, UK, Bangladesh, or it's Muslim countries. It's Muslim countries. Half do, half don't.
I have a question. Why are you kicking out the Somalians and Ethiopians from Israel who are better Jews? And there's this whole movement now that you want to make it a white Israel.
No.
It sounds like very like
The majority, these guys are so deluded. The majority of Israeli Jews are not Ashkenazim, who he would describe as white. The majority of Israelis are from the Middle East and North Africa. They are Sephardim, Mizrahim. They are not Jews like me with a lighter complexion and blonde hair.
Is that Zelensky is Ashkenazi, isn't it? Zelensky is Ashkenazi.
I'd imagine so, living in
He is,
Ukraine.
he is
Yeah,
definitely,
I'd imagine.
Anyway, when are you gonna let the Palestinians live in peace and leave them alone?
So he asked a very good question. He asked when are we going to let the Palestinians live in peace? So I'm going to give you an answer, and you're going to give me the courtesy of listening. In the 1930s, the Palestinians were offered a state, much bigger than the land they're in at the moment. They said no. Why? Because it meant the Jews had a tiny state. In 1948, they were offered a state. They said again no, because it meant the Jews had a state. In multiple instances, the Palestinians have been offered a state. And every single time they've said no. Why? Because they refuse to recognize a Jewish state alongside an Arab state. They refuse to see Jewish sovereignty in that land because they believe the Jew should be underneath the boot of the Arab, not equal to.
Yeah, that's normal. Yeah, you need to be under our control. Otherwise, you go mad. Look what you're doing, man, in Palestine and Syria and Lebanon and Iraq and Saudi.
So this
and,
clown, this this Daeshi clown, Daeshi clown,
Dr. Evil.
Daeshi clown, has now just said that all the wars that Muslims are waging against Muslims are actually the Jews.
Yes, it is.
Syria, the
It
Jews.
is.
Iraq, the
Yes.
Jews.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Literally,
Oh, yeah.
if your toilet didn't flush, you'd blame the Jews.
The defense minister of America during the Iraq war, what is his religion?
What?
The
What
defense
was the
minister-
leader of America?
What's his name? The defense minister. What's his name? He died. He's from Germany anyway. What's his name?
I don't know who you're talking about.
The defense minister of America.
This is what these clowns do every day. They find one Jew.
Rumsfeld is a Jew.
They find one Jew, and then they say it's all the Jews' fault. The leader of the American people was a Christian. It was a Christian.
He's a Zionist Christian.
It was,
He's a Zionist. He's even worse.
but he
than you.
doesn't. He doesn't blame the Christians. He blames the Jews. Why? Because he's an anti-Semitic dog.
I am Semitic anyway. So that guy, he's saying I'm anti-Semitic. I'm a Semitic anyway. You know?
No. Watch this. Who controlled Tony Blair?
The Zionist.
No, Bush, do you disagree?
These clowns literally think that the Zionists control the Prime Minister. I'm a Zionist. I'm one of the most well-known Zionists in the
Hold
UK.
on, brother. It's not control like do this, do that. But they can put political pressure on him to get their
Money,
way.
man, money.
What
The thing is
pressure?
they pull their
What
money.
pressure? Name the
they
Jews
pull
that were
their
putting
The worst
pressure
thing
on
that the worst thing that
Blair.
you can do nowadays-
Name the Jews
Listen,
that.
hey, if you don't agree with us, he's an anti-Semitic. And then the whole media will start.
I think
labeling
someone
this
just
man
said Rothschild
an
off
anti-Semitic.
camera.
'Cause that's how your propaganda works.
Rothschild is a Jew.
That's the
Rothschild,
pressure.
first and foremost, most of the Rothschilds are not Jews.
He is.
They weren't. Most of them married into
I
nobility.
haven't seen the man in Israel, in so-called occupied Palestine, so-called Israel.
It's a Jew's fault. It's a Jew's fault.
Everything's the Jews' fault, according to this guy.
Do you think Biden admitting by himself in a video that I am a Zionist?
There's nothing wrong with being a Zionist. You can say, I'm a Zionist.
If you're
I'm a
Zionist,
Zionist.
can't be Zionist and a Jew. Do you understand that?
Literally,
the Messiah.
Zionism
is all about
Zionism.
building the Messiah.
You don't build a Messiah, you build a temple. The Messiah is a
Oh,
person.
so that's the thing. But you're building they're building the temple so that the Messiah would come.
No.
Therefore, you're the one who's paving the way for the Messiah to come. That's the whole concept of Zionism. So that's why Zionism is crazy. Because guess what? The Messiah already came.
So for
Thank you,
those
God, for sending
for
Jesus.
those that don't know, for the Christians in the chat, for the Jews in the chat, Zionism is the destination of Judaism. Zionism is one of the messianic prophecies that the Jews will be gathered from the four corners of the earth and returned back to their land.
When
That's
who comes?
fundamental fundamental
When who
principle.
comes? When they're gonna.
All right.
Wait,
I
you
wanna
see,
say something.
hold
I
on,
wanna
hold on.
say something.
You knocked yourself over. The Jews are gonna come from all the corners in the world. When?
When the Messiah comes.
So you yourself
That's-
said they can't come until the
So
Messiah
watch
comes.
me
Thank
tear
you
apart-
very much. When I told
So-
you earlier, you
What-
said, where is that? That's your fundamental
Watch-
belief. For you to have the Holy Land,
rise
you're waiting for the Messiah.
when
You
Israel-
yourself are saying you're paving the way for
No.
the Messiah, as if you're telling God, this is when we want the Messiah. We'll build a temple and then you have to force God to send the Messiah. But here's the scary part for you. The Messiah came.
One more.
So watch, this is how easy it is to respond. A 5-year-old Jewish child knows the answer to this. And actually everyone in the room knows the answer to this. Everyone in the park.
Child Muslim, the Messiah came.
I am a Jew. At this very moment, am I in Israel or London? So the Messiah hasn't come. What the Messianic prophecy
Do
means,
you have an Israeli
I let you speak. I
Do you
let you
have a
speak. No,
citizenship?
no.
Israeli
all right.
citizenship. Are you allowed to go there?
He is.
Yeah?
He does.
Are
he
the
does.
people collected there?
Are you going to let me speak or are you just going to get excited?
Because you're lying.
I just want to
So
say
then,
something.
allow me. No, then you can say, allow me to respond. I let the gentleman speak. What he's trying to argue is that Jews are not allowed to have a state until the Messiah comes. No, nowhere in the Torah does it say that. Nowhere.
So this is
And
not
I will
our
challenge
topic,
you.
man. We're talking about
I
Palestinian.
challenge
and
anyone to show me.
Zionist Israeli.
All we're discussing is you know when the Messiah comes, when all of the Jews return. That's going to be a sign of the Messiah.
Anyway, one last thing I need to tell you, yeah? One last thing I need to tell you. Palestine, from the river to the sea, will be free. And I'll tell you
It won't be
something,
free, and we're not selling it. We spend a lot of money.
Let me finish. And 2024, we're gonna conquer Palestine again. Yeah, and it's gonna be Islamic State. There is no Jewish running Palestine anymore. Yeah, 1 year, inshallah, in 1 year we're gonna come to Palestine and we're gonna take it.
He's been saying
I
that
advise you.
he's going to take it. The big man in the park.
I advise you to leave as soon as possible. We normally give you 3 days, but this time we're gonna give you 365 days. Yeah, yeah. I give you my because we are generous. You know, we are very, very generous. Yeah. So pack your bag and leave.
Thank you, Dr. Evo.
Cambasso. Yalla. See you later. See you later in another day.
Dr. Evo.
Yeah. What's
Right.
Very, very, very
No,
quickly.
Palestine, Jerusalem was built by the Arabs 60 centuries ago. It's not built by the Zionists. These people. All right.
This man's country is in disrepair. It's in ruins. His family have been ravaged by war. And he comes to the park with this crazy fantasy of taking Jerusalem. Him and his entire Muslim army, the masses of the Ummah, they're going to march on Jerusalem and take it from the Jews. The only thing is, they've been saying this for 75 years. For 75 years, they've been telling us they're going to destroy us. And Hashem, God, has protected his people. There is a war that's just raged. 1,000 rockets fell on Israel. Tragically, 3 people died in Israel. One of them an Israeli, 2 of them were from Gaza. They were Gazans working in Israel. The Creator protected the Jewish people. 1,000 rockets fell, very, very few casualties. Thank God, the Creator remembered his covenant with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Praise the Father. Praise Hashem. And on that note, thank you, Soko. It's always fun. Praise the Jewish people. Praise Christians. Even praise the Muslims. Guide them to the right path.
I just have one last question. What was the first religious? What was the first religious building built in Israel? The first before it was destroyed, or the first temple?
So I couldn't tell you the first building built in Israel, but certainly the Jewish institutions, yeah, the temple, the Mishkan, and then when it was the tabernacle, I think it is in English, and then eventually the temple were built long before they built a mosque on top of our holy site.
Thank you, Joseph. Thank you, Susan.
Thank you.
God bless you. Take care. Cut!